Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome back to the podcast titled Out the Game.
Out the game, because we're both respectively out the game.
Out the game.
We're getting married.
For good. No more women. Except
No more
this
women.
one. The rest of my life. Woo! Oh, man. My name's Tim.
My name's Genie.
Coming live to you. Not live, but coming to you recorded.
One day.
One day.
We're coming to you from the past, from the not too distant past.
Yeah. Nice parking downtown.
Yeah, we broadcast out of this awesome park that like overlooks the skyline of LA, and it's really cool.
I don't want to tell people yet, but eventually we will.
Here's the thing. There's pockets of LA that if you hype them up too much, people will start to go there, and you kind of want to keep it for yourself. This is one of those little bubbles.
Yeah, I got here a little early, and I had an opportunity to just walk around the park.
I was late.
It's a super nice park. I mean, it's nice.
It is nice.
It's super nice.
There's like 3 levels to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Blues Clues of parks. People have to find our park now to find the podcast.
It's near downtown LA.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
As you can hear. Tim, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. New week.
Yeah. That's how I am. It's like I made it to a new week.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. You're getting close. All right, let's
know.
Let's get into some updates. What's your wedding update, man?
All right, I guess since ours is closer, then I have to. All right, so we're like 8 weeks out.
Woo!
Which is insane when you say it like that.
It's getting real.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. The most stressful part is like getting this money lined up or whatever, because we still got like a couple chunks to pay for. So that's the most stressful part. So like I've been working every day.
Yeah.
Like I shot a couple music videos last week. I got some stuff to edit like throughout this week. So like I stay pretty busy so I can process these checks to pay for it. That's the most stressful part. Other than that, it's pretty fun. Last night we're designing like everything. Like we don't really have a day of coordinator or interior designer, so we do all this stuff ourselves. Yeah. So part of our centerpieces are these old wine bottles with like wax melted on top of it.
Nice.
Very Edgar Allan Poe, gothic, weird. So we were making those last night. So we look like Breaking Bad, like cooking meth in the kitchen last night. I'm melting wax in a double boiler and pouring it over wine bottles.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna look great.
I think it'll look great, yeah. Once those are there, and then like some foliage and some gold leaf, some other stuff, it'll look really cool. And like we did it, so
nice.
That'll be cool to like contribute. So yeah, man, it's like getting to the nitty gritty. Just look like if we don't get this done today, you gotta schedule time for it or whatever. You
got your boys in their suits, their tuxes.
I have the suits picked out.
Okay.
They're coming in town in 3 weeks for the bachelor party, and I want to go get them suited and booted.
Nice.
That's my gift to them. That's what I decided. So
nice.
I talked to my suit guy. He's going to give me a great discount. So when they come in town, we're going to get suited. We're going to go together and hopefully walk out with the suits that day.
Nice. And then we'll have a great episode on the bachelor party.
Oh, my God.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just do the podcast at the bachelor party.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Yeah, right.
But then we'd be shut down.
No, yeah, there's too
get
much
caught
evidence.
up with everything. It wouldn't be good.
Yeah, but it's going, man. It's a lot of stuff, and we're just we're keeping afloat. But
yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Is there any other major thing you have left besides like small decorations?
I need to lock down the photographer. Yeah.
Still no?
I mean, I have like 5 leads.
Okay.
And I just haven't locked it down.
Yeah. Are you gonna like give them like a test? Like,
well, that's the hard
send
part.
Send me
it's
5
like,
of your best pictures,
right.
And then you'll pick. Or
well, here's the thing. Besides their actual quality of work, like you have to be around them all day.
Yeah.
So like your wife is the qualifier. She's like, this person's gonna be giving me direction. I got to be with them for hours and hours. So it's like we'd have to do meetups to qualify these people. So I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I should only go by photos or like we should do like coffee things. So I guess I don't know how to do it is the reason it hasn't been done yet.
Well, whenever you figure that out, let me know so I can take note right after that.
Yeah, how far along are you all?
I don't know. I think we're still kind of a little bit away since it's in April, so still just the major stuff done. We need to start meeting with like our like caterer and our lady who's like kind of heading a lot of the decorations and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I should be doing more, but I don't know.
I think it just feels like that. You guys are so far out that it's looming. Like the duties are looming.
Yeah.
But
yeah. We went to another cake tasting this past weekend.
How was it?
It's delicious. It was really good, but a little bit more expensive than the last spot. So we're still on the search.
So use the previous.
Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna check out one more spot and then we'll decide. I think.
What were the flavors you tried this past time?
What did we try? We tried some good stuff. I had blue velvet.
I don't know if you all listened to the first or second podcast where we had this huge tangent on that velvet is just chocolate cake with dye.
It's just chocolate cake with food coloring dye.
Blue
Yeah.
velvet sounds cool though.
But it was good. I
Yeah?
don't know. Maybe it was in my mind, but it was delicious.
It was.
It was. And then we had, honestly, I don't even remember, like a chocolate, carrot, and marble, something
You
like
guys
that.
get a big cake for everybody to take a slice out of, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think it depends on where we're going to go. We'll do like a 3-tier, and if the 3-tier isn't enough for like the 120 people or whatever number, then we'll do like a side sheet cake on the
Got it.
side. And I think that's the one that gets cut up first
Yeah.
and sent out. I still need to work. I know we talked about it, but I still need to work on the black,
the black and white.
man and the white woman on top of the cake.
Which, by the way, we haven't clarified during
We
our
haven't.
podcast. The fact that we're both we're both black. We're marrying non-black women,
It's true.
and we haven't talked about that. So there
We
was a
need to talk
joke.
about that.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
That's an episode.
Yeah. Is it this episode?
No, not this one. But we'll get to it.
we'll get there.
We'll get to it. Cliffhanger.
Yeah. We need people incentive to keep coming back for
Exactly.
these episodes.
Exactly. Oh, dude. Speaking of wedding updates, I brought the save the date.
Hey!
You and Amanda.
I'm holding Tim and Emily's Save the Date in my hand right now.
Yeah, man.
This is great, man.
Yeah, man.
It's really pretty, too.
That's just the envelope.
Those font types are nice.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Open it.
Can I open it
Yeah, do
on,
it.
on air?
Dude, as long as Amanda won't get mad at you.
Oh, well,
you know,
I just broke the seal. I'm in trouble now. That's beautiful. Save the
you.
date.
Thank
Timothy Ojatune and Emily Bass. April 6, 2018, Los Angeles, California. Full invitation to follow. This is really pretty, man. This
Thanks,
is
man.
awesome.
Yeah. Emily and I worked on the design together. She did more of it. She just gave me options. I was like, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had some input in color
Mhm.
schemes, you know,
Textures and colors.
textures, matte, not matted, you know.
Do you find that when you're wedding planning, you know, you just said like she provided options and you were like, okay, that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Amanda and I switch off at that. Like
Mm.
one of us leads up something and says, here's the options, and the other one goes, that one. And then in another area, they're like, here's the options, and I go, that one.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how it's been for a lot of us. We have to like, divide and conquer
that's smart.
to tackle all this stuff.
That's kind of how we've done it. Like, she organized the first cake tasting we went to.
Mhm.
I got the next one. When we looked at decorations, we both were like, okay, we like that. We don't like that.
Right.
So, yeah, it's kind of,
We're
it's
just
been tag team, which has been cool.
We're dropping nuggets for y'all.
Yeah.
You're going to start your wedding tag teaming responsibility.
Tag teaming responsibilities.
That's our
Support.
hashtag, tag team the responsibility. Thanks, man.
Also-
I'm going to put this on the refrigerator.
No problem, man. Also, I got your wedding invitation
Oh,
in the mail this weekend. I was like, yeah, let's go with the flower petals inside.
Bro, so those took, thank
Bro.
God for Paisley and Caitlin, because that was their wedding gift to us. They designed it and they helped us put them
it
together.
was so nice.
7 hours. Put
Oh.
all of them together.
Oh, my gosh. How many people do you have? Did we talk about this? How many do you have?
It's like 175 people invited. It ended up being like 115 invitations just because like some go to families or whatever.
Yeah.
But that invitation process, brother, like we had these, for the podcast listeners, we have these like clear envelopes, and then it was like a gold envelope in that, and then the invitations was a separate piece, and then we had rose petals in there too. So
Oh,
it looked
rose
like a cool
petals.
little, clear parcel when you got it in the mail. But it took like 7 hours to put all those together.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to doing that.
Well, I think that's why it costs so much to get them done for you, because like it takes that
Oh,
long.
because y'all
anyway.
did it for yourselves.
Yeah,
So, you know.
yeah. Trying to save everywhere we can.
Well, I was going to mail back I know you already have the stamp
I
on
like
it.
this better.
I was going to mail it back, my answer, if I'm coming or not. But I just brought it.
Should
Here
I
you
open
go.
that up on there?
If
Sorry.
you want to. I mean, but it's there. That way I don't have to mail it back. But it'd be awkward if it says I'm not coming.
I know. We had a joke. So on the invitation it says, kindly respond by October 31st, blah, blah, blah. And then the two options are accepts with pleasure and regretfully declines. And I always had a joke with Amanda. What if it was declines with pleasure or like
I would gladly decline this
right, yeah.
invitation. Oh my gosh, a cat.
Yo, a cat just, what's up, kitty?
Oh my gosh.
That's a kitty too. A
I'm
cat just
kinda
walked up
scared.
to us.
It's just really walking up. I ain't got no food, man. I ain't got no
Oh, that
food.
cat needs some help.
Oh man. Okay. All right, it's cool.
I don't know what that means.
It's mindless business. That was really random, though.
Wow.
But yeah,
We're in the wild.
literally into the wild.
Yeah, well, thanks for the invitation, man. We're looking forward to having y'all
I'm
there.
happy to be there.
It is going to be a turn up, and it just wouldn't be the same if y'all weren't there. So
I'm wilding out. I told you I'm stretching before, and I'm wilding out.
calisthenics beforehand.
I'm wilding out. Oh man. All right. So I realized one important thing that we
Yeah.
haven't done yet. We haven't talked about how we propose to our women.
We haven't done that?
No, that was like the final I mean, we were in relationships before, but that was the final, like, you're out the game. Well, I guess the wedding is like you're out the
Well,
game.
yeah, both. When you
Both.
propose, you're out.
Yeah, like people know, like there's a visible sign with that
Yeah.
ring, the engagement ring. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, she's mine.
Right. Which, by the way, it doesn't match up because the whoever gets proposed to, they have this ring up
Yeah.
until the wedding, but we still have nothing.
I got nothing.
So they can walk around with this sign on their finger, and we still have nothing.
Let me add to updates.
Oh yeah.
Rings. We went to the ring store.
To get the wedding bands.
So, yes and no.
Oh, got it.
I didn't know what type of ring I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
so I just went to go try some on. And she just came with me.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I want to look at rings just because I don't know what I want.
You deserve it.
I deserve it. I mean, because she has hers. They cleaned it. It's all sparkly and shiny. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my hands
What
naked.
did you like?
So, man,
Because I'm trying to decide for me.
it's a lot of different styles.
Mhm.
Tunstall, it was kind of like a little darker,
Is that
silverish
black?
gray.
Oh, silver.
It's
Tungstall.
I think it's called Tunstall. I think
Sounds
that's
like
what they
a
said. They said it was like
tungstall.
really strong.
He's got a hard case of tungstall.
Yeah.
That's a funny word.
But it was nice. I saw some that I liked. They're measured in like I think the width. It's kind of like a 6 millimeter 7. I don't know if I'm
The
using
width
the
of
right
the band.
measurements. Yeah. So there was like thicker bands,
I don't like those thicker
more
bands
skinnier
myself.
bands. Yeah, I want one in the middle, not one that's like super
Yeah.
skinny but not super thick.
Yeah.
And I kind of want a kind of cut off type, not like a curved tube. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all.
You want, like hard edges.
Yeah, I want a
kinda.
hard edge.
Yeah,
I want a
yeah.
hard edge, not
My
the
buddy has
not the
one like
curved
that, and
one.
it's black.
Ooh.
Black ring. I feel like it's too modern for me.
Yeah, I like a silver.
Yeah.
I like a little.
I was thinking
silver.
white gold because it's right between gold and
Ooh,
silver.
that's
Not
good.
too pronounced.
That's good. But it was
Yeah.
just cool. Like I felt special because I got to
You
try on
deserve it,
rings.
Tim.
I want happiness, man. But no, it was.
How long
it
did
was
you
cool.
all stay in the shop trying on rings?
Not long, like 30 minutes.
So you
'Cause-
literally just go in and say, "Can I try on rings?"
Yeah.
See, I'm
Yeah.
always nervous. Like I don't like going to like car lots or because I don't want to get sold to. They didn't like try to sell you or like.
Well, Emily's getting my ring, so
Right.
she's gonna pick it. I don't know what it's actually gonna be, what it's gonna look like.
Got it.
So that was more for her, so she knew what type of
Your
things I
preference.
liked. But let me tell you this: I looked at some prices,
You
much
like?
much cheaper than her ring.
Oh my God! Why is
which
that?
I get, cause like mine didn't have diamonds in it, and things like that. But
I guess I could make the argument that diamonds are only rare because De Beers says they're rare. Like
Yeah.
they're actually worthless.
yeah.
So I guess it all is the same anyway. But yeah, a
Uh,
lot less than
I
the
could have bought
engagement
like
ring.
4 or 5 rings
Yeah, for each finger.
for each hand.
I'm married.
And still have some money left over for what hers cost. But it's all right. I did it for love.
Yeah.
I did it for love.
I have no idea what my ring is gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
cool.
don't know.
Amanda's picking yours out?
Well, there's things
Get a
I do
matching
know in
bands?
this world, and there's things I don't know. That's in the realm of what I don't know. Are they supposed to match?
Some people have this.
I know her.
I don't know.
So they have 2 rings, right?
Yes, they have the diamond ring, which is the engagement ring,
Right.
and then the band.
And they wear them both all the time.
Yeah, I think so.
They wear 2 rings on their finger
I
once
think
they're married.
so, because clearly one ring isn't enough.
Yeah, I don't get that. So presumably the band has to match the engagement ring, and if you're gonna match your fiance, then like your ring has to match her engagement ring. Then
I guess, if you want to go that way.
yeah,
Sure.
I don't know, dude.
We need to get a guest person who's out the game already.
Yeah, who's been out? who's a
maybe
veteran.
maybe a female's touch on this, a woman's touch to clear
Yeah.
up our misconceptions, because
Yeah.
clearly we don't know.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm not responsible. I'm not a good adult. I'm barely getting by.
Oh man. All right, so you want to go first? Let's talk about it. How
Yeah, I can go first.
How did you propose to your now fiance, soon to be wife in 8 weeks,
Good Lord.
Amanda Mason?
Okay, I proposed. All right, so
It's a perfect
I
song
either
in the
wanted to do it.
background,
Isn't that
too.
some?
I was just gonna say. Versace on the floor right now. That's what's happening.
I was playing the song now. I was either gonna do it on her birthday or in front of her family. Like I always wanted to do it in front of a group of people for some reason. I thought by this time I'd be famous and have like a TV show and like take a break during the commercial and be like, audience, check this out, and then propose. But alas, her family came in town for Thanksgiving, and which is November of last year, and her birthday was in January. So I was like, should I do this in November now while her family's here, or should I do it in January, just us two? But I feel like she would have saw it coming if it was for her birthday, because I was already like, oh, let's drive up to the woods in Northern California to hang out for your birthday, and I feel like that probably tipped the hat.
Yeah.
So So I decided to do it in Thanksgiving, and I was vlogging I vlog on my YouTube channel. So I always had a camera around anyway. So we planned this trip, or she planned this trip to the Grand Canyon with her family, and I vlogged the whole thing. So I'd been vlogging for a while. She was used to the camera being out. It didn't raise too much suspicion. And we got to the Grand Canyon. You know, I set the camera up. I did the whole spiel. You know, you've seen me at my best and worst, blah, 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 the proposal. So with the permission of your mom and dad. And, you know, surprised her, and she said yes. And I think that's the reason, like, any other video on my YouTube channel blew up, because it was a decent proposal vlog.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, did it at the Grand Canyon, you know, in front of her family. Put it on my YouTube channel. It gets comments. It gets okay. Speaking of not having black wives,
Yeah.
so I saw a comment on this video about 2 weeks ago, and the person said, it said something like, "See, man, that's what I'm talking about. I love seeing two black people
Yeah,
get
I
together."
remember you telling me
And
this.
then the next comment, like 10 seconds later, after they watched more of the clip, was like, "Oh, never mind. I just realized she's Spanish." See, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's on YouTube out for everybody to see. So y'all should go to my YouTube channel, Genie D's, and watch the
It's a
proposal
good video. It's a really good video.
Thanks, man. Thanks. It's something that, you know, she can go back and watch and kind of
That's an
re-experience.
amazing proposal.
Thank you.
Like, I wish that happened to me.
I'll propose to you.
At the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. There's cameras, there's GoPros in all these trees right now, and I was gonna.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, so I think, like, you know, our first date was at, I think I said this before, this restaurant in Culver City called Rush. And
I love Rush.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's amazing. And we go there every year on our anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it then. I'll do it there.
Yeah.
It'll be good. But then I was just also kind of like, the timing was just like really far away, farther than I wanted to do it. So I was like, no, I want to do it soon. I don't want to wait, like, you know, the next 4 months for our yearly anniversary to come up. So planned it out. I had the top part reserved, right? So the top of Rush Street reserved. And I was trying to throw off all day. So I was like, hey, I'm thinking about inviting, like, I was like, hey, I know we used to go here on our anniversary, but I'm kind of really just craving this. Do you want to go? She's like, yeah, sure.
Right.
And I think she's not dumb. Like, she knew it was coming soon. But I was throwing her off all day. I was like, oh, I'm going to invite our friends, Jason
Right.
and Ashley. They might come to dinner with us. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, okay. So that threw her off
She's
a
like,
little
"Oh,
bit.
never mind." Yeah.
Right. And then I get there. I'm like, yeah, you know, I have a reservation for Tim. So I think that also gave it away. Like, I don't really make reservations ever.
When you got there, you have an engagement reservation
Yeah,
for
I'm
Tim.
an
She's like,
engagement
what?
So the guy was like, oh, yeah, right this way. So he takes us upstairs. There's no one upstairs because it's all, you know, blocked off. And I'm, like, nervous. I'm like, oh, all right, when am I going to do it? At what point? Before we order? After we order?
Yeah.
While we're eating? No, I'm have food in my mouth. It was a lot of things just going through my mind.
Yep.
So I was like, I'll do it, like, right before so we can enjoy the meal afterward, you know? And so the waitress comes over, and she comes upstairs. And she's like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be upstairs and downstairs, but more so downstairs because this upstairs part is kind of closed off. I don't know if they told you, but there's going to be an engagement up here later on.
Oh, my God.
And
At which point you were like,
yeah, and then Emily looks at me, and she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "What? That's crazy! Isn't that crazy, Em?" She's like, "Yeah," and you know,
"Oh, my God."
she's not dumb, and I was like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a menu."
I got to go to the bathroom.
I go get a menu from the waitress, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm the one who's proposing, so can you take my phone and can you record this?" And she freaks out. She like starts
she should
crying, like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I ruined it. I'm so sorry." She's crying like she's losing it. Emily's over there sitting at the table, and I'm just like, "Hey, okay, yes, you did, but stop. Get it together. I need you to record this. I need you right now."
See, that's romantic. Like, amid the chaos, you're like, hey, we got to get this done. We're
Yeah.
doing it now.
I mean, yeah. So
Because I would have given up. I'm going to be honest. I would have been like,
so I
you
was
know, it's
thinking,
not going to happen
I
today.
was like, well, the gig is up. Let's just do this now. So I came back, and I was like, I was all flustered and thrown off. I had kind of what I was going to say.
Right.
And then she was just looking at me, and I was like, you know I love you. Will you marry me? And that's all I said. All I said. And obviously she was like, yes. And then, like, the waitress kind of got half of it on the video.
Yeah.
It was funny.
There was so much. I can. For me, I was nervous the whole walk up. I could feel my heart. You know,
Yeah,
reciting what's in my head.
I was really
For
nervous.
you, I know there's like a bunch of stuff like flying around your head. I don't know how you kept
so
it
many.
together.
I mean, that's why I made it short, because I knew if I started talking, I would have just messed it up even more. So yeah, so that was it. And then we had like people outside, some friends, some family.
That's a great story.
Yeah,
it's actually a great story.
Went to my dad's house afterwards.
Yeah. Did your dad know it was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah.
So
who did you tell beforehand?
Well, obviously my dad knew. I actually didn't even get a chance to tell her parents, but like her brother and sister knew.
How'd they know?
Well, I told them I wanted them to come and meet us after.
Okay.
But I planned it out for them to like meet us after. But it was on Easter, so they were out of town in Phoenix, I think, and their flight came in a little late, so they just met us later on there. But yeah, so it's a funny story now. I can look back and laugh. I know people were upset. People were like, "Oh my gosh, like she should have been fired. You should have got a free
There's
bottle."
listeners who are
blah,
upset
blah, blah.
right now.
I'm sure. Yeah, that waitress messed it up. I mean, she didn't mess it up. I'm not gonna give her that. She didn't mess it up.
She didn't mess up the
proposal.
The proposal.
But
She tipped the hat. It did not ruin the proposal
Right.
or the means by or why she said yes.
Yeah.
Y'all love each other. She was gonna say yes.
But after that, she knew. She knew. But it was cool. It was good.
Yeah, I really don't know how you kept your cool, man.
Nah, me neither. Don't know.
That's just a testament to your character.
I try.
You do.
I try.
There's people pissed off right now listening. What's her name? Rush Street. We're driving by.
But yeah, and then at that moment, I was out the game.
Hey, do you ever watch a movie? I love when I'm watching a movie and then somehow the title of the movie gets slipped into the dialogue.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
That's what happens on our podcast every 22
Sleepless
seconds.
in Seattle. Oh my gosh, I've been sleepless and I'm in Seattle. I don't know, something random like that.
Any Harrison Ford movie ever.
Exactly.
I'm a fugitive.
Title of the movie Fugitive. Exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, let's go to a quick break. We got to hear from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Which are nobody and nothing at this point.
Crickets.
We need You all listen to these crickets. We'll be right back with more Out the Game.
All right.
What's up? Welcome back.
And we're back. Break time is done.
We had our Lunchable and Capri Sun, and now we're back for more podcasting.
Exactly. We reflected on what we said in the first half. Anything that's going to get us in trouble, and then we're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's inevitable. We're going to get in trouble.
One episode. I'm just going to come home and be like, so.
I listen to your little podcast.
Listen to your little. When I put the little in front of it, your little podcast.
I was just telling her that
With
the
your little
other
friend.
day. I forgot what she was talking about, but she put little in front, and I was like, oh, that's the disdain.
You and your little friends. Oh, my gosh.
I listened to your little podcast.
Your little
That is
podcast.
so funny.
I like how you put the finger up in the air and you start rolling your neck. Your little podcast.
Oh, my God. I guess that's growing up in a black house, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you find yourself, getting in trouble?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's funny.
It's not a, gee, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that.
Yeah.
See, it's a paradox.
Yeah.
It's not like a, it's not like a go to timeout, blatant punishment thing.
No.
But, if I'm if I have joke around all the time, if I'm not being serious enough, during the wedding the wedding invitation compilation, then be more serious.
Take this
You
more
get in trouble?
seriously.
See, you're an adult. I'm a kid. That's the difference. You have nothing to get in trouble for.
I wish. I know I look like an adult.
You look and sound like you function as an adult very
That's
well.
what it looks and sounds like, but
We got that in
I
common.
taught for 5 years, and I was just as kid-like as my students, middle school and high school.
Which is
my
the
kids,
best age to be.
my students would be like, you should take this more seriously. And I'm like, you're right, I should.
I don't know, man. That's my philosophy. Don't take life too seriously.
Don't take life too seriously, kids. Enjoy it, please, while you can, before these bills start popping up.
Because it's not fun.
Oh, man. No, but it's funny. Speaking of, possibly getting into trouble. Okay.
Oh, God.
Something realistic, right? Being out of the game doesn't mean I'm blind, right? So,
Yeah.
this is my question for you. There are many beautiful people in the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
And, that's great. That's great. Now, when you and Amanda are hanging out, walking around the park, walking around the beach, wherever you are, and an attractive woman walks by, what do you do? Because you're not blind. So what do you do?
Here's the thing. Okay, so do you look at beautiful women as
Right.
I see beautiful women. I don't know if I look. Man, I don't look for. I see them. If you're around, here's the thing. I got a buddy of mine who was like, "Man, I can never get married, man. There's just too many beautiful women out there." And I was like, you know, there's always going to be women out there. Like just because you get married or engaged doesn't mean it doesn't. You're still if you get married to a woman and you're a man, you're still going to be heterosexual, presumably, after you get engaged. So you're not going to not be attracted to the opposite sex. I guess the difference is like, do you act on that? That's the, you know, you're in a committed relationship now. So, of course, there's other beautiful people out there in the world. And if they're in your vicinity, you're going to see them. So I see other beautiful. I definitely see them.
Does Amanda see them?
I think probably. But you know what I do? I look at the guys, too. Yeah, I'll notice a great-looking guy. Okay. And I'm comfortable enough to say that. But I also have to balance out the fact that we'll notice a beautiful,
I think what I do to not get in trouble is I normalize it. So if I see a good-looking woman, I'm like, dang, that girl look good. And I'll say that to Emily, not in the like I'm going to go talk to her type thing, but as like hey, I'm just acknowledging this.
Right.
Like, dang, that girl got a nice butt. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
See, that is the smart.
Do you agree?
That's where the guts comes
in. And then I bring her into this. That way, it's not like you just looking. I'm just looking and just enjoying what I'm seeing.
I'm sharing this experience with you, baby.
Right.
We both noticed that woman over there.
Because, I mean, like, you know, when you're at the game, like, okay, this is my question. So, like, us being in a relationship, there's no ring, right, when we're engaged.
I do not have a ring on my finger.
You know, even when we were boyfriend, girlfriend. So, like, have you ever been hit on by another girl while you've been in your relationship?
Yes.
What do you do?
And here's the thing.
What
I think that's gonna go up when we do get a ring. I think the number's gonna go up.
Really?
Yeah.
You think people see the ring and be like, "Oh, I'm still gonna go try to talk to him"?
Man, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. But it begins. I think there are women out there who see that ring and it's more of a challenge and they want to take a bite.
Those are the scary ones.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They know.
They know what women are a lot smarter than men.
That's like the Malcolm X approach, like by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And
at the end over the means.
Those are the ones you need to watch.
Yeah, I think they're out there, and probably true for definitely true for guys too. They'll see a ring and it's more fun for them to. What did I do? Okay, well here's an example. Man, I'm just putting everybody on blast. I was at church a couple weeks ago, and there's a young lady who always sits in the back, and I guess she sits with her mom. And after service, the mom came up and said, "You play that organ so good. My daughter wants to talk to you." There's no segue. There was no ease into. Well, you play the organ so good. My daughter got it. Oh, here's what she said. My daughter has eyes for you, is what she said.
That's so romantic.
Very old school term. She said, my daughter got eyes for you.
That's so romantic.
And I looked back and she was back there, and I was like, well, and I'm glad it was her and not her daughter, because I was like, yeah, I don't have a ring on her now, but I'm engaged. I'm getting married pretty soon. She said, oh, okay. And she dissipated. She was like she was a phantom the whole time.
Oh my gosh!
But that's like a very recent example where I just had to be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm engaged.
Was that young woman attractive? I think so. I kind of looked.
See, that's the thing. People are gonna listen to the podcast. I hope this don't get out. I really hope. She yes. I mean, here's the thing, like.
I feel like you're struggling to find the words.
Yeah, how do you? She's nowhere near as attractive as my fiance.
Yeah,
I'll say that
for sure.
Yeah, nowhere near. God bless him.
Yeah.
God bless Mama for coming up and saying something. But that's an example of the most recent time. How about you?
Oh man, I don't know. This also reminds me of one of my former friends where in college. He felt like no relationship in college was really gonna last. It's just college, people in a relationship in college. He just felt it wasn't gonna last. So like, he embraced the Trey Songz like "Mr. Steal Your Girl," like Trey Songz be like, "Oh, it's Mr. Steal Your Girl." Right. So
he tried to steal girls.
He like if you saw in a relationship, he was like, okay. This was his philosophy. He was like, well, if I talk to her and I could still take away from her guy, I'm doing him a favor because she wasn't. He said she wasn't loyal.
See, that's him justifying his evil
ways.
That's
him justifying what he was doing. But I mean,
he thought of himself as a superhero. He was.
It's Mr.
Like
Studio
I'm
Guy.
I'm doing this world a service.
Oh man, but no, I think
Time out. Where's that guy now? Still single?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll always be single.
he makes it look fun.
It-
But that's just on the outside. I don't know. Maybe on the inside, Big Sean has a song about that, where he's just
Which
like,
one?
I forgot the name of it, but he's just basically like, he has a homeboy who just is in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his girl going to Whole Foods, and he's just like, I'm just out there in these streets with these random girls, and it's just not the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, God bless him. God bless him.
Cause I got
But-
I got one friend that works at one of the school sites that I support, and he's older, and he's just like, like I'm just, and I told him about the podcast. He's like, it's I'm out the game, or he's like, I'm staying in the game. That's just me.
I like the
Like
game.
I like the game.
Some people
I
are
play
good
the game
at the
for
game.
keeps. And he's good.
I was never good at the game.
He is good at
Why
the
do you
game.
want to be in something you're not good at?
Right.
But if you're good at it, I guess, sure.
I guess. But eventually, I think there's a certain point where I would think you want to get out, but
Well, okay, so what is the point of getting out of the game? For me, it's here. Okay, here's why I'm marrying my fiance.
Go ahead, lay it out there. Man.
She is she's the ideal person with whom I will bring children into this world. She's an exemplar. She's strong. She's who I want to have a family with. I trust her more than I trust myself. She's a lot smarter than me. She's a lot better person than I am. she's a lot more responsible than I am. So, for me, getting out the game to find that, to make that commitment, that's worth it. But I guess the rewards are so. To stay in the game, for some folks, the rewards are so. I don't know. They must not. They must count. They must be more than the potential for that committed relationship.
Maybe those people are in the game because they haven't found what you found in Amanda, and they just.
Well, I guess the question is why? Because they're. Okay, so the people who want to stay in the game and they're playing the game, they must like. I would assume that there's something they like about being with one person. Okay, that lasts for this amount of time, and then liking building something new with somebody,
Yeah.
and then liking build. So they like I think they like not being committed. So maybe they haven't given it a chance to even find that. Don't you think they cut it off at a certain point and move on to the next? If you want to stay in the game
You would have to, because if you stay with one,
too long.
you're slowly getting out of the game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But
So at some point, maybe they're subconscious or conscious. They said, no, this is let's start to shut this down and
I mean, I think
checkmate somewhere else.
I think back to before Emily and I started dating. I moved back from Phoenix, and I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, I was in the game. I was like, all right, I'm back in Phoenix. Let me hit up some people I knew from UCLA, see if what's still good. I was like, I need to sow my wild oats.
Mm-hmm.
Out
there fishing.
out there fishing. See,
Catching.
like, I'm back in LA. Let me see what's good. Let me see what I've been gone for 3 years. Let me see what's good.
Yeah.
And went on a couple dates, and then
Do you remember how did you procure the date? How do you meet? I never thought it would be easy to meet people here in LA. And I met my fiance years ago,
Yeah.
in the Midwest. But I always felt like dating out here is so difficult in Los Angeles.
I think it depends on like your pockets. Like different people have different pockets. So like when I came back from Phoenix, I was like texting, former friends or even still some friends from UCLA. I'm like, hey, I'm back in LA. I haven't seen you in a while. Like, let's get together. Let's hang out. Or, I hang out with some homeboys and we would go out and, hang out at someone's apartment and just chill or something like that. But I think it depends on the pocket. Like if you're in the black community in LA, like a lot of black people in LA know people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Nigerian, and all the night I feel like
Yeah, I know
98%
y'all got connections.
of the Nigerians in Los Angeles know each other.
And Los Angeles County has 10 million people in it. So.
Right? Real quick, also yesterday was Nigerian Independence Day. Shout out October 1st.
Oh, I did see that on Instagram.
Yeah,
My buddy posted that.
So there was a picnic, and I'm sure
Someone got married. There was a
probably they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long, and then they just go on like that. But yeah,
I was never good at the game, man, and being out of it for me, feels good.
Yeah.
The benefit of being out outweighs any benefit of being in
for
it. It's
sure.
just not long lasting way. I don't know. I mean, I'm pissing people off who are single now. I guess some people are like actively searching and can't find also. Like there's people who decide to be in the game and then there's people who find themselves
in the game. Just
in
because
the
they
colloquial
can.
game. Right.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't
get
want to
that.
I don't want to overgeneralize single
true.
folks. I
It's
really
true.
don't. So I apologize.
I mean, and as much as I love being in a relationship and being engaged to Emily, for me, college was a fun time.
Mhm.
It was just like,
That's what it's for.
Just you meet so many cool people, so many unique people, and I feel like you're laughing
No,
while I'm
looking.
talking.
Yeah, I'm looking through your words.
I'm looking for the words too. But what I want to say is that I feel like, dating different people and, seeing what you like and what you don't like has
right.
shaped, like, I now know, like, what I
Totally.
admire in someone. So, like, when I met Emily, the fact that she was so kind, that we both aren't people who like to go out a lot, like, we're homebodies, but we still like to, like, go out together and hang out. The fact that she's just completely content with just, like, staying home and watching a movie, or, like, she's really good with her nieces and her nephew. Like, those are the things that I knew that I wanted
As a result of
exactly
dating.
from just dating different people.
Yeah, I
And,
guess that's true.
yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
It's like lessons of the game.
Wow. I never thought about it like that because I didn't date, really. I dated in high school, got my heart broke, and said F it. And then, that's interesting. Yeah, so the lessons you learn that you glean from dating, it like informs,
Yeah.
who you want to find.
I think so.
That was profound.
Every once in a while.
That was he was like, that's it for the year.
That's it. That's probably it for the year. Every once in a while,
Just dropping nuggets of gold for y'all on this podcast.
Wisdom.
Share it.
Man.
You can have that. We're just giving it to you.
For free. You're welcome.
That's straight from Tim.
But, yeah, man. I don't know. It's interesting. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But back to your original question about seeing other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see other people.
You see other people.
You notice them, but I guess the way around it is to loop in.
I mean, that's what I do. Because, I mean, like, we were watching, like, Luke Cage last night on Netflix, and I was like, one of the main characters, I think her name is Misty. She's an attractive woman.
Totally.
I
Definitely.
was like, dang, that girl look good. And I just caught myself saying that.
You said that out
I
loud.
said
See,
that
that's
out
such
loud.
a,
I was like, dang, she look good.
That's such a brother thing to say. God damn, she look
and
good.
then I look right over. I was like,
Right?
Don't you think?
What was she doing?
She was watching with me, and then she's just like, yeah, she is. And I was like, all right.
I think that's how it ought to be. I think that's truthful and honest, and
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Because I think if you're gonna be like, oh no, I didn't see that woman.
Well,
or
then
like,
you're not acknowledging a truth.
right.
But the problem is, like, there's people who get caught up in this gray area, and that's too. See, you know why that's fine right now is because that person is so far away
Yeah.
from you. But like when you're like, yeah, the person I'm in the squad car with, she's bad. Like when it's too close to home, that's a
Yeah.
problem because then you're gonna be in that gray area and you just put yourself
That's
in the
true. Like a
predicament.
new person at work,
Mm-hmm.
the new girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, hey, I'm new in town. I need somebody to help me show me around.
No,
I'm gonna
devil
be
is
like,
alive.
you better talk to that old lady. Talk to that
We're
guy
going
over there.
to holler at Roy over there in the corner.
I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know anything. I just moved here too. Just
So it's like, what's the
distance myself.
if it's not wrong to acknowledge someone's beautiful, then like what is that situation when they're
Right. So like, I guess my question would be, and I'll open this up maybe to some other people and
yeah, because I definitely
do some
can't answer
homework
this.
and be like, if you're in a relationship and your significant other is like looking at other people and you're like, oh, acknowledging that person is attractive, is that wrong in itself? Or,
I don't think it's wrong. I think the podcast listeners will have their own opinion. I don't think it's wrong in and of itself, but it starts to become wrong when that's too close to home, when you're 1 degree of separation from this person that you acknowledge as attractive.
like someone in your immediate circle, like who you like might hang out with or
Exactly,
see on a
yeah.
regular basis.
If you can spend time with this person, then it's wrong.
Ooh. So you just have to.
If you can spend time with this person, it's wrong to acknowledge their attractiveness.
So if you're a close friend of mine and you're attractive, you are now immediately ugly to me.
If you're a close friend of
Done.
Tim's and you haven't heard from him in a while, you're attractive, so good for you.
That's right. Tim hasn't texted me in a while. I must be bomb.
Who does your fiance think is attractive? Because my fiance will drop that in every now and then. She loves her some Robert Downey Jr. I'm gonna get in trouble for putting all this out there. Robert Downey Jr. and Barack Obama.
Oh, Barack's an attractive man.
He is. I can. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Emily likes, that's the thing. She likes her celebrities as well, like Ryan Gosling.
I like Ryan Gosling.
I'm a big fan.
He's probably my favorite of all the Ryans. Like Ryan Reynolds might breed it. Wait, I get him. Ryan Gosling is from Drive.
Yep, Drive.
And Ryan
The Notebook.
Okay, The Notebook guy. And then Ryan Reynolds is
like Deadpool.
Got it. He's hilarious.
The Proposal. Yeah, he is.
You know what I like him for? Blade. He was in Blade 3. And he's funny. That's why I like Ryan Reynolds. But they're my favorite Ryans.
How do you feel about Ryan Seacrest?
No, I have no. He's
No.
like a straight line for me.
Straight
nothing.
line, no. I'm trying to think of the other Ryans I know, but I think that's the
So
three.
I back up Emily on the Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, makes sense.
She's allowed that because it's true.
But like you said, there's many degrees of separation there. Like, is she ever really gonna meet him?
No.
I ain't nothing to worry about.
So does that mean acknowledging attractiveness is only okay if there's no way you can meet that person? Like, where does this become wrong? If that's okay, when is it wrong?
I don't know, but I think like ultimately we might have another episode on like this like idea of like people who cheat in relationships because that's a real thing.
Well, I think people cheat. I would assume people cheat for a couple of different, like various amounts of reasons. But there's like the got drunk hookup thing. But then there's like the whole emotional, like I'm texting you, like, and you're having this whole conversation, and like this person's replacing the commitment, the personal stuff that you have with your. Yeah. So there's like different reasons to cheat.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it's crazy. I think about it. I have a friend. I'm not gonna say her name here, but like she was in a very long-term relationship with the guy. Like followed her out to one city, then followed her out to another city, and then she found out he was cheating. And I was just shocked. Like I just saw on Facebook the dude was just in a relationship with another girl, and I was like, whoa, wait, what? I just hung out with him like last week, and that apparently had been going on for
years.
For months for that one, but like that's a long time.
Yeah,
so what's
that
the
is
point
a long
of staying
time
with someone,
Right. So that
not...
to me, that's a different kind of cheating than you took a cruise and got drunk and had a one night stand. They're both wrong.
Which is easier to get over.
Yeah. So that's the difference. It's like you're starting to build a whole
nother relationship.
Yeah, you're starting to build a relationship, which is I feel like is a.
But I get like, no matter how drunk one gets or unaware of the surroundings they are.
It's wrong. I'm not condoning it. It's definitely wrong. I just want to acknowledge that I feel like there's different kinds.
It's true.
So when does this become wrong? Acknowledging the attractiveness of another person. When does that become wrong? You're right. It's another episode, but that's the question we'll pose to the listeners. I'm sure everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I'm asking people. I'm gonna do some homework.
Yeah, do some market research.
Yeah.
Did you listen to our last podcast? What did you think of?
What did you think? What are your thoughts? I don't know.
By the way, thank you all for such great feedback and for listening.
Yeah, I've gotten some feedback from some people. I've pushed it out as a pilot to some people, and
here's the thing. I think it's
stuff.
What's it called when something's healing for you? It's like starts with a C. Anyway, this is good for you and I just to share our feelings, be honest with each other. You got somebody to lean on to back you up, to vent to. And then hopefully it's, good for other folks to hear because they go, oh, I have that in common with them. Or that they have something that I feel.
That's true.
Or whatever. So thanks y'all for listening, but it's just good for me to. Cathartic, that's the word.
I was still trying to think about it. That's why I was so quiet. It's like, damn, what is this? What is the C word?
This podcast is catharsis for me, and hopefully it's vicarious catharsis for you all.
Yeah, man.
That's the smartest I'll sound for a while until I go pick up another dictionary.
This is a good episode for both of us.
We accomplished a lot in this episode.
Accomplished a lot. Words of wisdom and some fancy words. So, I mean, I don't know. I think we should just cap it here before say something stupid.
I'm sure I've said enough.
People are like, oh, these guys are so intellectual. I'm like, that's right, listeners. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, from 40 minutes to 40 minutes and 30 seconds, we sound really smart. All right, what's next? What's next for you all?
So, yeah, I'm going to update you in the next podcast or two about Lorenzo's wedding.
That's right.
It's coming up this weekend. My best man speech. It's going to be good. I'm going to have some of it. I'm going to try to get Em to record it.
I need to hear that best man
So
speech.
I can share it on one of the podcasts, maybe like an excerpt from
Can
it.
we play it on the next podcast?
I don't know, but I do want to
Pieces.
ask Lorenzo, like, after he gets married.
Let's have
like,
him on.
Yeah, like, you're out the game, bro. Like,
How
you're
does it
married.
feel?
How's it feel? What's the biggest difference? Yeah, I'm going to get some feedback from him, but that's up for me. And then I think as we get to, like, October, November, it's now just, like, planning out everything. Because once January comes with the wedding in April, it's just going to be, like, the rubber meets road.
Yeah, that 4 months is like the grind time.
Yeah, man.
That's just like, I have vanished off the face of the earth for the past like month. Like I'm, I haven't called people back. Haven't texted back. People are like, are you alive? This and that.
Yeah.
But like that 4 months beforehand, you're like in the cave.
Yeah. And then, man, I got another wedding in October, last weekend in October.
Good Lord, I feel like the older we get, it's a wedding
It's-
every like month, every 2
Man,
months.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Where's
But
that wedding at?
that one's Fresno. So
It's a
that
lot of
one's-
travel.
that one's a drive, but at least I won't fly.
Yeah.
But
By the
but
way,
yeah.
those travel weddings, like that is my gift to you.
right?
That's the gift. We
I
came
bought-
out here.
I bought hotel,
Yep.
bought tux, I bought gas or flights, depending on where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
But you do it for the people you love.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's true. You'll never forget that. You'll never forget the way you felt and
Yeah.
the folks who showed up to support you on your day.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is why the photographer is so important. So I need to lock that down. That's what's
Yeah,
next
you
for
do.
me.
You do. I can't wait to hear about that update next time we get together.
Yeah. Well, brother, it's been a pleasure, man.
As always, bro.
As always, man. We'll see y'all. We'll be with y'all next week. You'll hear us next week for more Out the Game.
Yeah.
As always, lovely time talking to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. Appreciate you, bro.
Love you, man.
All right. Until next time.
Love you. I love you. Say it back.
I love you too, bro. I love you too. I wasn't sure if you cut. It was awkward. I love you too.
I want to
though.
keep all this in the
I love you
podcast.
too.